Fellow Lions, I just want to announce that we're going to start in 10 minutes. We are busy with the notary setting up the the station so we can start. Thank you.
En övergångsreglerna mellan dina släkter. Bara till besen. Ja? Besen. Maar dan heb ik één vraagje. Ik vind jou.
Fellows, I will now hand over the mic to the notary with her assistant to do the drawing of our Singapore or our raffle. Steve, can you put me on video? On the main screen, please. We have past council chair events on the main screen.
Thanks for the area.
David?
You can go ahead.
Okay. So fellows, I will hand over now the microphone to the notary. She's assisted by, with an assistant.
Please turn the camera to her.
Thank you. Can you hear me? Good evening.
We're hearing you loud and clear.
You see the doors? Is everyone seeing the box? Are you hearing? What is Mabel? Moet ik ze aangeven wat ik aan het doen ben? Het komt wel verlaat, hè?
Ja.
Deze zijn niet verkocht.
Yes. We are putting the raffles in the box, the tickets. Then we can start with the drawing. Die hebben we al gedaan, toch? Ik kan alles verrekenen. Zo. Wat is er gebeurd met de bedrag?
Let's see, you know, the management we done, but we probably did something else. But I am here, I have you on the screen.
Okay.
I think you should put the box more in front of you.
So,
Yeah, and probably turn it a little bit forward to show them that all the raffle tickets are in. Yes, a little bit more. It's a delay, so I don't see your action yet. One guys, yeah, you box from the box at 4. Action delay, right?
after delay. Right.
Let's move it up there. Yeah.
Voice over here. Oh, wonderful. can see that. We gaat trekken, we gaan hier.
We hope that we inshallah of really, maar dat het de handen vrij niet hebben voordat het erin
Ja, en we kan ik kijken, hè? Loop in de box. Ik denk dat een vreselijke delay hoor.
Okay.
So we're going to do the drawing. The raffle draw Lions Club Paramaribo ready on the third Lions Club 13th of June, May 2020. Good evening, distinguished officers and Lions. My name is Vera Dollard Derby, civil law notary in Paramaribo, Suriname. Today, I will be organizing the Singapore Lions Convention 2019-2020 raffle draw. As you all may know, the draw could unfortunately not take place the last time because 9 lottery books were not returned. None of these 9 lottery books were sold, and we have received copies of said lottery books through email. The Singapore Lions Convention has unfortunately been cancelled due to the coronavirus. Therefore, the following decision has been made in the Council of Governors meeting of the 23rd of May 2020. Change the purpose of the raffle. The winner of the raffle will receive $2,000 US. 3, the winner has 1 month, no later than 30th of June 2020 to cash the prize. If not claimed, the council will benefit from the raffle and the proceeds will go to the leadership development. Of the 1,000 tickets available for purchase, 471 tickets have been sold, which means that 529 tickets were not sold. The price per ticket is US $10. The tickets were sold among the members of the multiple District 60. The time has come to start the raffle draw. I would like to invite Lion Augustine, the council chairperson, to pick the winner. Council chairperson, you are not allowed to look in the box.
I'm not looking, fellows. I'm not looking.
And you must pick one raffle. Show it to me.
Okay. Fellows, this is the moment we are waiting for. I'm not looking. We have witnesses here. So we have now the winning ticket or the winning prize, and that will be. I choose one and give it to the notary.
One,
Only one.
only one. The winning ticket comes from Lydia Maiden Malam. Phone number 8935390, and it is The raffle number of ticket number 0394. Again, 0394. That's the ticket. Yes, that's the winning ticket, 2,000 US dollars. So I like to thank everyone, and I give the word to the council chairperson. Thank you all.
Fellow Lions, yes, this is the moment we all waiting for almost 8 months. And finally, we have the drawing today. I want to thank everybody who participate in this lottery. Council benefit like more than 2,000 something, and we will use this for leadership. And thank you for your contribution, and I wish the winner all the best, and hopefully she will come not later than, or he will come not later than 30 days until 30th of June. If not, Council will benefit more for leadership. Once again, thank you all. So now we waiting for the time 7 o'clock to start our convention meeting. So you can have a break now, drink a coffee, so we can start at 7 o'clock. Thank you. Thanks to the notary and her assistant, forget to do that. Thanks for your assistance and helping us to do this drawing for the benefit of Metropolitan District 60. Thank you once again. Fiera Derby. If there's any question, we can hear it from you. But for now, we'll wait for the council the convention meeting at 7 o'clock.
Lydia Meriden Malapara.
There was a request to repeat the name. The name is of the winner. The name is Lydia Meriden Malam, and the winning ticket is 0394. 0394. And also another comment is that we start 7 o'clock Suriname time. Thank you. Fellow Lions, welcome. Welcome to our third convention meeting. This third convention meeting is now called to order. I'll ask you all to observe one moment of silence for the world peace and peace among all of us. Also a moment of silence for all persons who has been somehow affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and for those who lost their loved ones. I now invite District Governor-elect 60B, Lion Maureen, to strengthen us during this period of struggle and uncertainty. Lion Maureen. Lion Maureen, you have to unmute your mic. Yes.
Lion Council Chair Rudy. Lion Council Chair Rudy, Lion leaders, Leos, my fellow Lions, good afternoon. Let us pray. Dear wise and loving Father, thank you on behalf of all who are gathered here today as one, although at various locations. Thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and the honor of bearing appropriate responsibility. Thank you for substance and friendship, Lord. I pray for our council chair, Lion Rudy, and all our Lion leaders in our organization. I'm asking that you would graciously grant them the wisdom to conduct this 40 multiple district convention in a manner which would not only be productive, but also pleasing in your eyes. Lord God, with you, nothing is impossible. Bless all of us. And at this moment, I strengthen my plea to you by inviting all Lions to say the Lion's Prayer. Where Lions meet, be present, Lord, to weld our hearts in one accord. To do thy will, Lord, make us strong, to aid the weak and right the wrong. Amen.
Thank you, Lion Maureen. So we move on to agenda point 2. I now ask someone to move a motion to adopt the agenda we sent to you. Can I have a motion?
Lion Council Chair Lion Rudy, I move that the agenda as presented be adopted.
Thank you, Lion Denise. Can I have a second? Lion Anwar, are you connected?
Lion Council, I beg to second.
Thank you. So we can move on. Then we move on to agenda point 3, welcome and opening remarks. Welcome to our special invited guest, past International President Seth Scrooge III. Welcome past International Director Nicolene Moore and Terence Boswell-Innes, members of Council of Governors, other distinguished Lions and Leos, good afternoon, good night. May I welcome you all on this online meeting, a different way to conduct the third council meeting, convention meeting. And let me say, I miss you all. Hope you all are safe and well. This COVID-19 pandemic and the lockdown of many countries give us the opportunity to give more substance to our Lions experience. It challenges us to think about how we should organize our Lions management in the future, the Lions meeting, and everything around us. We are physically not together, but we are still connected to each other. And the technology is there to support us in this. It is a great challenge, but we will overcome. I wish you a fruitful meeting. I also want to take this opportunity to thank the multiple Barbados Convention Chairperson, Jefferson Curtin, and his team, and the multiple Global Leadership Chairperson, Lion Gerald Jackson, assisted by Lion Sherry Greenwich, for their unselfish contribution in preparing of the convention and the RLI. Unfortunately, in a special council meeting, council had to take the decision to cancel both activities due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We all were very disappointed. On behalf of council, thanks again to you and your team for a commitment to organize for preparing the convention in Barbados. This whole pandemic, on the other hand, creates opportunities for us to efficiently use our talent for Lionism. As council chairperson, I must say that I'm very that despite these difficulties, these circumstances, you members of multiple District 60 has continued to perform your Lions duties in serving your respective communities. On behalf of Council of Governors, I wish you all once again a fruitful meeting. We move on to agenda point 4, roll call and apologies for absence. I now invite the Council Secretary Treasurer Shabiki Kasabon to handle the next agenda point.
Good afternoon, Council Chairperson, distinguished Lions, fellow Lions. And Council Chair, the only excuses that I have for this meeting today is past District Governor Martin Pacheco and past Council Chairperson Lion Allison Sloan Seal. And I know that we are taking a record of all the persons who are registered and are on. Thank you.
Thank you, Lai Shabiki. So we move on to agenda point 5, Negrology. Although we are not physically together to show our respect for the Lions who passed away in this fiscal year, but we have prepared something so we can just remember them still in our meeting. I now invite past Assistant Governor Sean Noel to lead us in this ceremony of gratitude.
Good evening, Council Chair, distinguished Lions. We have a short presentation which the IT committee will present. But on behalf of Council and all Lions, I wish to join in expressing condolences to all Lions who would have lost close ones in their clubs and relatives during the fiscal year. We know that the loss of a loved one is never easy, and we would wish them continued peace and comfort that the Almighty can give to them. And I would now wish to invite the IT team to present our video demonstration of our condolence. we pray that the Almighty Father will grant their souls peace and eternal rest, and His light perpetual will shine upon them now and always. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Sean. We move on now to agenda point number 6, reports of the credentials. I now invite Lion Shabiki to present the status of the credentials.
Thank you, Lion Council Chair. Report of the Credentials Committee, District 60A. District 60A convention held on the 16th of May. There were 43 out of 61 Lions clubs eligible for voting. Next slide. And there were 39 out of 43 Lions clubs certified. Total Lions clubs delegates was 129 eligible. Certified delegates is 120. Total international and past international officers eligible, 27. Total international and past international officers, 27. Total eligible voter delegates, 157. Total delegates certified, 147. With respect to the District 60B convention held on the 24th of May, eligible delegates were 187, certified 161 delegates, 25 past international officers, total voting 186 certified delegates. That is my report.
Thank you, Lion Shabiki. For the rules of procedures, I now invite past Council Chairperson Maxine Cummings.
Thank you, Lion Council Chair. Lion Council, the rules of procedure for today's meeting were sent by email through the CAPSEX to the various clubs and to be circulated among the delegates. And we have received no objections to the rules as presented.
Thank you, Lion Maxine. So we can move forward. Okay, we have all 13. Yes, thank you, IT.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Lion Maxine. So we can move on to the agenda point number 7, spotlight on the MD60 LEOs. One of the main focus of this fiscal year was to provide opportunities for LEOs and youth to develop their skills and maintain a closer bonding of Lions and LEOs within the multiple districts. Because of private issue, the chairperson, Carla Wilson, was not able to perform this year. So we asked Lion Shonda to prepare the report. So I now invite Lion Shonda further to bring her report. Lion Shonda.
Hi, good afternoon, Lion Council Chairperson, other distinguished Lions, log on virtually, fellow Lions and Leos, good evening. The purpose of this presentation is to update you on the following areas. Core areas of service undertaken by LEOs in multiple District 60 since the last reporting period. Core areas covered were cancer awareness, youth, environment, and hunger. Challenges will also be presented in this presentation, and the call to action, the response to the identified challenges and strategies for the way forward, and how LEOs can serve in the COVID-19 environment. So LEOs continue to embrace their respective district governors' core areas, cancer awareness, hunger, the environment, and youth. They all continue to be a beacon of service, even though projects are often not reported. Leos have continued to balance great rewarding membership experiences and impactful community service through food banks, feeding of the homeless, beach cleanups, and reading programs. So the next couple of slides will reflect the type of activities completed by Leos across multiple District 60 in all the core areas that I have identified. The main challenges are a lack of a structured Leo Club program for the Alpha Leo movement. And there's this general perception that Leos compete with Lions clubs by engaging in more service projects. But really the focus should be on building leadership potential as future community leaders through life skills and training programs offered within the Leo Club program. Sponsoring Lions clubs must envisage the Leo Club program as an investment for the future. More input from Leos in shaping their Leo Club program, where they're taking charge of the future direction of the movement. And another challenge is inadequate access to financial and non-financial resources. Next slide, please. Another set of challenges on this slide, identified on this slide, would be a fall in the membership of some Leo clubs. And the membership, in some cases, it has fallen to less than 10 members. There's also a lot of reporting on awesome and impactful projects. In putting together this presentation, I had to go on Facebook to find most of the activities that Leos have engaged in over the last reporting year. There's a lack of transition from Alpha Leo program to the Omega Leo program. And the Omega Leo program, we should see this as an opportunity for these Leos, the Omega Leos, to transition into the Lions Club. This afternoon, I log on to the virtual Leo Leadership Conference, which was held in lieu of the cancellation, given that there was a cancellation of the third USA Canada Leo Forum that was supposed to be held in California. And the first international vice president mentioned that based on statistics that their own Leos, Omega Leos, only about 8% of Leos globally are transitioning to Lions. So we need to work on, strengthening our programs, moving from the Alpha Leo program to the Omega Leo program, so that it is a catchment area for Lions clubs to source new members. Another challenge is ineffective Leo Club advisors. Sometimes they don't know their role or their expectation. And of course, we're also dealing with inactive Leo clubs. So in support of these challenges that I have identified, at the District 60B level, we have rolled out Alpha Leo Club operational framework. So the recommendation is to use this throughout MD60. It has identified the key success factors in how Alpha Leo Club should operate. But it's also dependent on the choice of the Leo Club advisor, the faculty advisor. You need buy-in from the school community and the parents of the members. Programs and activities are geared towards enhancing the school community and immediate influence of the school. Service impact, building community leaders through activities that promote civic-minded young people, peace advocates, environmentalists, healthy living, mind, body, and spirit. Those type of initiatives and programs. The framework also covers like leadership strength through participation in forums, Leo Youth Exchange and interactive training sessions on leadership, ongoing training of key officers, president, vice president, secretary, and treasurer, membership rewarding experience by embracing various skills of the group, And at the same time, you're recognizing and rewarding the achievements and accolades of the young people within the group. In addition to the response to the challenges, coordinate ongoing training for Leo Club advisors, the faculty advisors, Leo Club committee members as well. We have a lot of resources within the Lions movement, even at Lions Club International. As I mentioned before, I would have logged into the virtual Leo leadership, and we had very prolific and high-profile speakers at this forum. So we have a lot of resources within Lionism that we can tap on. We have former Leos, we have successful former Leo Club advisor and current Leos who are the ones who are very familiar with how a Leo Club program should be implemented. And these are the resources that we can tap on. We need to also improve visibility within the community through effective use of electronic communication, virtual meetings, and a greater social media presence. And of course, there needs to be ongoing training on reporting capabilities and officer training, because Leos are doing wonderful projects, impactful projects, but the information is not enough out there. I thought it fitting to include a little bit on serving in a COVID environment. There are lots of digital solutions out there. Leos can advocate for all areas of service through virtual means. There's a greater opportunity now to connect globally with more service-minded young people. In the Leo Leadership Forum this afternoon, it was focused on the US-Canada group constitutional area, but there were persons who logged on as far as India for this forum. And there are also opportunities in this type of environment to be creative and innovative, and at the same time recognizing that kindness still matters in all the projects and the activities that Leo's undertaking. And it's also time also to create partnerships to achieve service goals and at the same time operate in a safe environment. In conclusion, Lion Council Chairperson, I wish to congratulate you and your council members for supporting the Leo Club program during the past year. I wish everyone safety and good health. And the council chairman's team is even more relevant as we are called to serve through diversity in these unprecedented times. Thank you.
Thank you, Lion Shonda. We will leave you for a while on the screen because we know and already get something from you, I think via the telephone, some cake, because today is your birthday, I heard.
Yes, it is.
Council will sing for you. I hope it will be, my voice will be okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Shonda. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay, congratulations. Have a nice day with your family. Thank you. Okay, we move on now to the next agenda point. That is agenda point number 8. Highlight on the District 60A and District 60B. I now invite Governor Anwar to present his highlights, and then after we invite Lion Denise.
Thank you, Lion Council Chair. I think IT has the presentation to bring on screen.
Yes.
Never let your problems get you down. Call on us together as one. No matter your culture, let's work together. We celebrate you can't move. Our glasses to help you see, even hearing it to hear clearly. All over the world, we here to serve you. With Lions help you will pull through. We'll never stop. We are Lions. Serve them. Moving great mountains, resolving all your problems. Lions. Serve them. Help you in any country. Problems ever face me. Reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them. Y'all have problems. Be patient, take the blessings. What we gonna do? Reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them. Let's serve them. Lions will help you through. We know you're stressing. Lions come with blessings. Our arms are open wide to you. If at night you're crying, call us in the morning. We promise to help you get through. So whether you need books just to go school, a wheelchair so you can't move, or glasses to help you see, even hearing it to hear clearly. All over the world, we here to serve you. With Lions help you will pull through. We'll never stop. We are Lions. Serve them. Moving great mountains, resolving all your problems. Lions. Serve them. Help you in any country. Problems ever face me. Reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them. Y'all have problems. Be patient, take your blessings. What we gonna do? Reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them. Let's serve them. Lions will help you through. Reach out to them, reach out to them, reach out to them. Let's serve them. Lions will help you through.
Thank you, Lion Council Chair. Back to you.
Okay, sorry for the because I've reviewed the video and it was better than I think what we have now. But that is the IT. There's not the IT person. I mean, there is the connection. Okay, then we move on to Lion Denise.
Thank you, Lion Council Chair. Lion Council Chair, Lion Rudolph Augustine, other distinguished Lions in the audience, Leos, my fellow Lions, good evening. My responsibility this evening is to share with the multiple district highlights of the activities undertaken in District 60B during the 2019-2020 Lionistic year, and in so doing, to report on my stewardship as District Governor and that of the clubs. I will present a brief verbal report and conclude with some pictorial highlights. At the start of the administration, I stated that I would pursue, with the support of my team, a program that would move the bar, that would move us out of our comfort zone, and would encourage clubs to seek new horizons, new partners, new ways of doing the same thing, and new initiatives that would improve our service impact, lift our public profile, and attract new quality members to the movement within District 60B. Against this background, there were three pillars on which the program focused. One was to build an effective communication, marketing, and IT program. The other was to promote the club's utilization of District 60B Forward, our 5-year strategic plan. And the third pillar was an investment in training as an important tool to improve our performance at all levels. Of course, in May of 2019, as I outlined those plans and aspirations, I was not reckoning on the COVID-19 pandemic. Not in my wildest imagination did I think that during this course of this administration, the world will be confronted with a pandemic not experienced in living memory. The COVID-19 pandemic turned our lives on its head. New norms have emerged, and as a result, COVID-19 has presented the district not only with challenges, but with some opportunities. During this presentation, as well as generally addressing our performance as a district, I will report on our response to the COVID-19 challenge. During the year, there was a deliberate and thoughtful intent to improve our communication and our ability to use technology to bridge the geographical gap and to share information and resources across the district. Here, I think our efforts have been a resounding success. The enhancement of our website, social media platform, messaging techniques, expansion of the use of GoToMeeting, online voting, and lifting the standards of online cabinet and convention meetings have been executed with the highest level of professionalism and have been effective in improving communication and marketing within the district. There was also an aggressive program of promoting the implementation of District 60B Forward, our 5-year strategic plan. And this was done through the development of resource manual and supported by sensitization and training sessions at the district and region level. Despite this effort, there remains significant resistance from sub-clubs. This may have been because we were not successful as hoped in changing mindsets, in bringing an heightened awareness that while our focus is to serve, club health is an essential precondition to successful and impactful service. Nevertheless, there have been some early adopters, and 15 clubs have been selected as pilot clubs in the implementation of District 60B Forward. The output from the pilot will provide examples and templates for clubs that will implement in the future. While clubs were urged to implement the strategic framework at the level of the district, we also improved our act in the areas of governance, improved financial health, guidance for the Alpha Leo program, and encouraging innovation. And there, I'd like to just share with you some of the achievements very briefly. The upgrade of the district's policy manual was important to improve our governance framework and financial management. And I'm pleased that our resolution was passed at the convention that makes the policy committee a permanent fixture in our management of the district. There was a development of an operational framework to guide our Alpha Leo Club program. There was a review of the club's financial management, which produced recommendations to improve our financial health and was accompanied by a successful resolution to increase dues to support activities that can benefit clubs and the district as a whole. And the establishment of the New Voices program intended to introduce new ideas and encourage clubs to embrace new thinking was also an important action at the district level. There has been significant investment in training in the course of the year within the district at every opportunity. Training has focused on membership, leadership, My Lion, LCI Campaign 100, District 60B Forward, and preparing incoming officers. Further, support of LCI, we have gotten a grant to train incoming zone chairpersons, and we were successful jointly with District 60A to gain funding again from LCI for Regional Training Institute, which has been put off to November. We think that the training effort has been significant and will help clubs to improve their performance and by extension, the performance of the district now and in the future. Finally, in terms of our response to COVID-19 pandemic, while we may have been initially floored, the Lions and Leos of District 60B were not paralyzed and were open to opportunities that have developed as a result of the pandemic. The pandemic has drawn us closer together as a district. We have seen some resurgences in meeting attendance online. We have seen higher voter turnout at the recent convention. we are embracing the virtual change of administration functions. And in the area of service, we have developed projects which support community needs that have emerged as a result of the COVID endemic. We have been afflicted, but not crushed. District 60B is wrestling with the challenge, and the intention is not only to survive the COVID pandemic, but to find innovative ways to thrive. In closing, I wish to express the highest commendation to my team and my gratitude to the entire district for their wonderful support. It was my privilege to have served as your district governor. Thank you for embracing my theme, service without boundaries, touching lives and transforming communities. I remain at the service of the district. Thank you. I now invite you to share in our pictorials. Thank you very much.
Lions, we're on the move. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the group. There's been so many things that held us back, but now it looks like we are on the attack. I know we've got a long, long way to go, and where we'll end up, lions know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting us up together, we're polishing up for yeah. But if we ever been held down before, I know we'll refuse to be held down anymore, yeah. We won't let nothing stand in our way, yeah. We want y'all to listen to every word we say, every word we say. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the group. Lions know. Lions know. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the move. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the group. Lions know. Lions know. We all know someone that has a negative vibe, and if we try to make it, they only push us aside. They really don't have nowhere to go. Ask them where they're going, they don't know. But we won't let nothing hold us back. We're putting us up together, we're polishing up for yeah. And if we ever been held back before, I know we'll refuse to be held back anymore, yeah. We won't let nothing stand in our way, yeah. We want y'all to listen to every word we say, every word we say. Ain't no stopping us now. Lions on the move. Lions know. Ain't no stopping us now.
Thank you, Lion Denise. Thank you, Lion Anwar, for your reports. Okay, we move on now to the agenda point 9, addressed by the council chairperson. I was busy preparing a video presentation, but I was ordered by my IT to go live, since this will be the last time that I will speak to you in the position of council chairperson. So I have to listen to my IT boss. So here I am. Past International President Sitzkirk III, I know there is a delay in time between our Caribbean and your country, but thank you for accepting our invitation and to be with us at this moment. Past International Director Nicolene Moore and Terence Boswell Innes, members of Council of Governors, other distinguished guests, Lions, Leos, good afternoon, good night. From the presentation that you will see after my remark, you can glean that you have been generous, caring, understanding, simply marvelous as you serve your respective communities during the year. And I believe that you would not better understand why it is with some mixed emotion that I speak to you this night, since this will be the final occasion that I will be reporting to you as your council chairperson. Fellow Lions and Leos, we are rising to the challenge for fighting the effects of the coronavirus, the COVID-19 disease. During this time of social distancing and stay-at-home orders, it can be a challenge to wait until it is safe in responding to those in need. As council chairperson, I must say that I'm very, very proud that despite these difficult circumstances, you members of multiple District 60, you have continued to perform your Lions and Leos duties in serving your community. And most importantly, you have ensured that policy continuing is guaranteed. Lions and Leos measure success on an uncommon scale. We count it by the lives we impact. Our legacy as leader will be built upon what we have achieved together and the lives we have changed. Our path forward will be defined by how we continue to build on that legacy through mentoring and developing future leaders. At our convention last year in Guyana, I've shared the following objectives for this fiscal year, which I believe could be achieved by the multiple districts during the year. 1, to continue a difference in the lives of the less fortunate in our communities through expanding humanitarian service in the following global causes: diabetes, environment, vision, childhood cancer, and hunger relief. 2, reshape public opinion and improve visibility within the multiple districts by coordinating and executing literacy projects at the major conference in Jamaica and childhood cancer strike parade at the multiple district convention in Barbados. That was planned to have that in Barbados. Pursue club, district, and multiple district excellence by providing opportunities for leadership, training, and developing within the multiple district, utilizing technology and social media to share our membership and service experience. 4, to provide opportunities for Leos and youth development and the closer bonding of Lions and Leos within the multiple district, as you have heard from Lions Shonda. 5, to strengthen our leadership by providing opportunities for leadership training and development within the multiple district. 6, to complete the review and update of the policies and procedures of the multiple district to reflect the changes in the environment at Lions Club International and in the multiple district. I am so pleased to report to you that through your remarkable dedicated service and commitment, we were able to realize the majority of those objectives. The clubs in the multiple districts have and continue to make a difference in the lives of the less fortunate in our communities. In pursuit of club, district, and multiple district excellence, the leadership team facilitated training for our incoming governors, vice governors, and cabinet secretary treasurers, as well as workshops during the mid-year conference. And at the district level, we also saw the largest number of Lions attending the ALI, protocol training, club officers training, and also the ALI, ELLI. Lions Club International has challenged us to utilize the technology and emergence of the social media to share membership and service experience with wider Lions family. Therefore, I'm sure that you would agree that this year, the excellent service rendered by the clubs in the multiple district and the achievement of our members were instantly shared on social media by the MD Information Communication Technology Public Relations team, whose work also you saw this evening. But even now, we experience that because of the coronavirus, we are forced to use virtual technology. And I can say that we have made good use and progress to use this opportunity. But we notice that many clubs have some meetings online now. During the year, we kept our promise to provide opportunities for Leos and youth development and closer bonding of Lions and Leos within the multiple district and under the leadership of Lion Ford, Shonda, and Weinerman. We were able to promote the Leo movement. Of great significance, however, was the growth with the multiple district through the reactivation of some clubs, the addition of alpha clubs, and the increase in membership in existing clubs. The Council of Governors was also able to provide for the focus on Leos as an agenda item at the mid-year conference, and today we have seen Shonda's presentation. Almost all of missing links in the history of the MD has been updated, but we are still seeking your collaboration to send us the update you are aware of. 2 years ago, efforts started to change the charts for the creation of such a project, and now we can say that the history of our MD and the profiles of our past and current leaders will be posted on the MD Facebook page website and on the website. I take this opportunity to commend past Council Chairperson Nadine and her team for the excellent work. I also want to take this opportunity to salute the late past District Governor Iwan Tusen. Quoting the words of the archive chairperson Nadine, he said, "The completion of this work would not even be at all possible with the infallible and the substantial input of the late PDG Iwan Tusen. We were very fortunate that we were able to tap into his archives and that he was so delighted over the years and shared so freely. On behalf of Council, thank you, Lion Iwan." As we enter the another fiscal year, I'm confident that multiple district is placed to raise our profile in our communities and growth in Lionism in the Caribbean. I thank each member for your support and encouragement, for I learned diplomacy, patience, tolerance, and therefore thank you for that opportunity to grow. I also want to take this opportunity to thank Council, my friend, Council Secretary, Treasurer, and Second Vice District Governor, Lion Shabiki, for accepting the position after the start of the fiscal year. My fellow members of Council, District Governor Anwar and District Governor Denise, for your support and commitment towards supervising our district during the year. I'm grateful for the leadership, guidance, advice, and support of my MD chairperson who have worked with me to move our MD forward. I therefore wish at this time to thank the following MD chairperson or committee members. For the Multiple District Policy Conference and Convention Oversight Protocol, past Council Chairperson Alison Sloan and Lion Sean Blaze. Constitution and Bylaws Resolution, past Council Chairperson Maxine Cummings. Rules and Procedures Nomination, Election, and Report of Convention Proceedings, past District Governor Thomas Pinkerton. MD Finance and Investment, past District Governor Isaac Solomon. Negrology, past District Governor Sean Noel. Global Leadership Team, past District Governor Gerald Jackson. Global Membership Team, Lion Sarah Gordon. Global Surface Team, Lion Natasha Hamilton. Peace Poster, Lion Lynette. Singapore Raffle, Lion Bikram. Ganga. New Voices, Jacqueline Noalu. Change MD uniform, and that was something we were wearing at this international convention. So I have to thank Lion Vivian Felda and Felda Ferguson, Lion Candice Campbell, and Lion Curlin for your preparation to present to us a new uniform. Unfortunately, we couldn't make use of it since the international convention was canceled also. Also, thanks to the LCF Multiple District Coordinator, Lion Einar Norswit Cohen, Research and Archive past Council Chairperson Nadine, and past District Governor, late past District Governor Iwan Toussaint, Leos and Youth, Shonda Forda, Marita Weinerman, and Shefani Finn, Information, Communication, and Technology, Public Relations, Beyond John, Andre Superman, Fifi Ferguson, Davey Woods, and the driving force, Carla Rafael. Let me also take this opportunity to thank my home club, Paramaribo North. Next, the Three Lions, let's say my honorary past International Director Nicolene Moore, past Council Chairperson Sherwin Greenwich, and past Council Chairperson Cynthia Ford. Thank you for your guiding and your very wise advice. You are always there when I call, and you have always an answer for me, yes, an answer from me. Furthermore, I want to thank, special thank to you, past International President. Thank for accepting our invitation to be part of our convention. So sorry that the convention in Barbados had to be canceled. So you have missed the experience of the Caribbean flavor, the soca. Sorry that you have missed this, but I think the next council or other council will take the opportunity to invite you to visit our Caribbean. So thank you for being with us today. I also want to thank my family for the unconditional support. And last but not least, our mighty God, who guide me with wisdom in taking decisions. If the opportunity was there at the mid-year Barbados in November, if the opportunity is there at the mid-year conference in Barbados in November, I will still personally present my thanks to you all Lions. Fellows, our path forward will be defined by how we continue to build a legacy of Lionism through mentoring and developing future leaders. And you Lions and Leos, you are a shining example to the world of good people. We Lions and Leos, we are known for our strength and ability to help others. And this can only be accomplished through diversity. We have been connected with friends all over the Caribbean, also in the United States of America and other places in the world. We have celebrated our accomplishments. There is a saying that the brotherhood of man transcends the sovereignty of nations, and that service to humanity is the best work of life. My fellow Lions and Leos, in conclusion, you fellows, you have not just served the world, you have represented and also being a voice to those in need. You have served a lot of people in so many areas in your country, in your area, in your community. And even in the COVID-19 situation we are facing now, we experience that lions and leos are indeed a shining example to the world. You have performed yourself because of the strength, your commitment, and ability to help others. You have served your community through diversity. Let us all be a gift to the world, and let us continue serving in this wonderful world. Stay safe, and thank you for your service. Thank you for your commitment. Thank you. We'll now have a video presentation, and you can sing along with me. Here I am, Lord.
I, the Lord, the sky, I have heard my people cry, all who dwell in dark and sin, my hand will save. I who made the stars of night, I will make their darkness bright. Who will bear my light to them? Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. I, the Lord of wind and flame, I will tend the poor and lame. I will set a feast for them. My hand will save. Finest bread I will provide, till their hearts be satisfied. I will give my life to them. Whom shall I send? Here I am, Lord. Is it I, Lord? I have heard you calling in the night. I will go, Lord, if you lead me. I will hold your people in my heart. I will hold your people in my heart.
Thank you, IT, for the wonderful presentation. So we move on to agenda point 10, updates reports from the Multiple District Mid-Year Conference 2020 in Barbados. I want to invite Lion Curtin. Do you have a short presentation for us?
Yes, thank you. And good evening, Council Chair Lion Rudy, Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow. Other distinguished Lions and Leos participating in this online meeting, fellow Lions, good evening. First, I wish to thank the Lions and Leos of the Multiple District 60 for the interest shown in our now canceled physical 40th Multiple District 60 convention. At the last count, I believe we had just over 355 registrants. I have to give special thanks to members of the organizing committee for tirelessly working to ensure that our guests to Barbados would have had the best experience ever. The global pandemic COVID-19, however, had other plans for us. So we had to cancel all arrangements for a physical meeting. Since we had all the plans in place for staging this convention, the local committee suggested that we should reach out to Suriname, the host country for the 32nd mid-year conference, to see whether they would give way to Barbados to take over the hosting of the conference. Special thanks to Suriname, the Suriname committee, who graciously gave way to Barbados to host what we hope will be a memorable 4 to 5 days in Barbados. Let me boldly be first to welcome you to the shores of Barbados for the 32nd hosting of our mid-year conference. We are not sure what the environment will be at the time, but we are optimistic that we will be able to stage a successful conference. The proposed dates for the mid-year conference is November 4th to 8th. November 4th to 8th. We are presently in discussion with the Barbados Hilton and the Radisson Aquatica as we are negotiating more attractive rates. With all the hotels now closed as a result of the decline in tourism travel, we hope to take advantage of this situation in demanding better room rate. In addition, with the smaller numbers expected for the conference, we are exploring other venues with smaller convention facilities. Lions and Leos who paid their registration fees for the now canceled convention and for one reason or another cannot attend the conference will be refunded in full. The Council has promised to supply the subsidy, which will assist us in meeting the expected bank charges and making refunds to those overseas delegates not able to physically participate in the mid-year conference. The registration fee remains transferable, meaning if a registered delegate is unable to attend, their fees can be transferred to a new registrant. We have not yet determined the new registration fee for the conference, but we expect that it will be less than what was required for the convention. Any excess over what is determined as a fair contribution will be refunded to registrants. This excess can also go towards a conference memorabilia, which we will have on sale during the hosting of the conference. Barbados is known for its southern hospitality, and we will ensure that your experience here on the island will be a memorable one. Your registration fee will include the airport to hotel transfers and return, a welcome reception with a difference, a host country night showcasing some of the country's best culture and talent, and a formal Council of Governors ball. Our planned hospitality room will ensure that outside of the formal meeting sessions, our guests can be assured of an area to enjoy and fellowship with each other. The local committee stands ready to ensure that all visitors and locals attending the 32nd mid-year conference will have a most enjoyable experience. We are committed to making your participation in this conference one in which will stay with you for a long time to come. Please feel free to contact our secretariat, which includes Secretary Len Rawl, Registration Chair Len Angelique, and myself as Chair of the Conference Committee. We stand ready to welcome you to Barbados. Many thanks, and please make sure that you're part of this Barbados experience. Len, Council Chair, I thank you.
Thank you, Lion Curtin. For sure we'll be part of that. So I will encourage everybody to register as soon as possible. Thank you so much, Lion Curtin. Our next convention will be in St. Martin, 2021, excuse me. I now invite Past District Governor Claudius Ben Campbell to bring us a brief report.
Good evening, Lion Council Chair Rudolph, and naturally all distinguished Lions and Leos. I wish I was in Barbados right now, but I'll be there in November. And let me tell Lion Curtin, the environment will be great. So, you know, stay focused. Let's get a show on the road. Presently, we are seeing that COVID-19 has changed many factors in the organization and naturally in the various countries' economies. Air travel has been totally disrupted and will hopefully soon be back up and running. We have been able to re-secure the original dates we had for May 19th to May 23rd, 2021, and we are busy working out an agreement with the Sonesta Maho Beach Hotel once again. We also, just like what Barbados has been confronted with, is the numbers, the registrants, what's going to happen there. We at least have a year yet, and we are looking at two sets of numbers. One where we are calculating with 400 Lions and 50 Leos, or 250 Lions and 35 Leos attending the convention. We are presently negotiating an all-inclusive package. And the reason we are doing that is we believe that will be the best and most affordable for all Lions in this time of the world we are in. I don't know what 2021 will look like with COVID, but I am sure that social distancing and certain things might still be something that play a role, and that will create a havoc for us with transportation, etc. So we are trying to keep everybody in one place and keep the cost as low as possible. Now, we have been able at this point in time, running all our numbers on both sets of numbers, keeping though in the back of our minds that we would need to find some kind of contribution, be it from the business world or from the government. To make it reasonable, we have been able to keep the registration cost at this point in time at $200 for the Lions and $100 for the Leos for the convention. We do not want to go any lower at this point in time because there are too many uncertain factors that we don't have a grip on right now yet. And one of them is the hotel in particular. We don't have a lockdown on room rates the way we would like it. And naturally, because of the COVID-19, many hotels are going to look to rebound as fast as possible and give good discounts. So once we have that, I can boldly give a stronger position on the registration fee. St. Martin's is reopening to the world come June 15th. So I hope that when that starts and opens up, that we can get a good indication on where we stand. Council will receive a program from us in August of this year so that we can anchor down the various aspects when it comes to meeting rooms, etc., with the hotel, so that the cost can be contractually tied down a year in advance, and we can also give the Lions and Leos ample time to plan ahead cost-wise. The economies have changed and cost will be extremely important. Lastly, we are still awaiting from international on the presence of the international president to attend our multiple district convention. I'd like to especially thank Lion Pass International Director, Lion Nicolin, for her assistance in really carrying the torch and trying to arrange as much as we can at this point in time with international. Unfortunately, headquarters is still closed, so we haven't been able to have those discussions put back on track. I would like you all now to sit back a minute and enjoy a little teaser of what you can expect when you come to my country called St. Martin. Hit it there, IT.
Hey,
Thank you very much, Council Chairman. I see IT was having some problems. We won't be having those for sure. But nevertheless, in August, we will make sure that we send out the first information to cabinet through council so that everyone can start preparing. And to my colleagues from Barbados, I wish you all the best and see you all coming in November soon. Thank you very much, Council Chair.
Thank you, Past State Governor Van Camper. And I think I have to thank on behalf of the IT for using your Zoom platform. Thank you also. I want to thank the St. Martin Lions Club. And fellows, I think save your money because we have to go to Barbados and we have to go to St. Martin. And also next year to Suriname mid-year. So put your money beside and side so you sure you have all your travel expenses ready. Okay, we move on now to the agenda point 11, presentation of the 2020-21 MD officers. I think now's the time we're all waiting for, the presentation of our new administration. May I now invite Past District Governor Thomas Pinkerton to handle this agenda point.
Good evening, Lion Council Chairman, fellow Lions. On behalf of the Multiple District Nominations and Elections Committee, I would wish to report that Lion District Governor-elect 60A, Denise Bentic, Lion District Governor-elect 60B, Maureen Graham, and I held a conference call on the 28th of May. And the two district governors-elect nominated and elected Lion Denise Forrest of Jamaica to serve as council chairperson for fiscal year 2020-2021. Congratulations to Lion Denise. I would also like to report that at the separate sub-district conventions held, District 60A elected Lion Denise Bentic from Guyana to serve as district governor, Lion Jerry Hoffman of Suriname to serve as first vice district governor, and Lion Shabiki Casabon of Trinidad and Tobago to serve as second vice district governor. At the District 60B convention, the delegates elected Lion Maureen Graham to serve as district governor, Lion Claudio Boncampo to serve as first vice district governor, and Lion Nicholas Da Costa of Cayman Brac to serve as second vice district governor. I congratulate all the officers. Thank you, Lion Council Chair.
Thank you, Lion Pinkerton. We now will show the Lions who are elected. Can I ask IT to assist me with this? So we'll show their pictures so you will see who our administration is for the next fiscal year. Second vice district governor, Shabiki Gasabon, District 60A. Next. Second vice district governor, 60B, Nicholas Da Costa. First Vice District Governor 60A, Jerry Hoffman. The picture is small, but he is bigger than that. First Vice District Governor 60B, Claudio Berncamper. District Governor 60A, Denise Bentic. District Governor 60B, Maureen Graham. And my successor, no. Council Chairperson, fiscal year 2020-2021, Denise Forrest. In your own way, give them all a big round of applause. Thank you, IT. Now we will have the remarks. I now invite the State Governor 60A-elect Denise Bentic for her remark. Denise.
Council Chairperson, Lion Rudolph Augustine, past International President Lion Sid Scruggs III, past International Directors Lion Nicolin Moore and Lion Terence Boswell Innes, other past international officers, District Governors of 60A and 60B, District Governor-elect 60B, First Vice District Governors-elect, Second Vice District Governors-elect, other distinguished Lions and guests. Fellow Lions and Leos of multiple District 60, good evening. I am honored and indeed privileged to bring you remarks today as the District Governor-elect of Subdistrict 60A. I owe my deepest gratitude to my sponsor, mentors, members of my club, and my family for their support throughout my Lionistic years. My greatest appreciation is extended to all the delegates of District 60A for the trust they have reposed in me to lead the district in this noble organization for the fiscal year 2020-2021. My fellow Lions and Leos, in the words of John F. Kennedy, every area of trouble gives out a ray of hope, and the one unchangeable certainty is that nothing is certain or unchangeable. We were certainly reminded of this in the past 4 to 5 months during this global pandemic of COVID-19. We continue to experience unbelievable changes in our lives and the way we operate in all areas. Yet, we have witnessed extraordinary acts of kindness from all strata of society. Kindness is needed more than ever. Mark Twain said that kindness is the language which the deaf can hear and the blind can see. We as Lions know that kindness is the footprint of our service. When I was coining my theme in preparation for the district year, I reflected on the impact of Lions around the world and how we have become agents of hope, hope being realized through our various acts of kindness. Our kindness is reflected through our donations, how we volunteer, how we give, how we care, how we support, and certainly how we dare in diversity. Thus, my theme for the next fiscal year is Rays of Hope Through Kindness. This theme is consistent with LCI's 2020-2021 focus on global priorities, which represents a renewed emphasis on diabetes and the global causes, Campaign 100, storytelling, and healthy clubs. And it is also premised on our 5-year strategic plan for 2020 to 2025. Lions, there is need to build on the foundation that has been established in our district. We will continue to build momentum around the global causes. We will increase our generosity by contributing to Campaign 100. We will share stories about our impactful work and success in order to attract new members to the family and increase member satisfaction and our membership retention levels. We will build healthy clubs by ensuring participation from all members in service projects and provide opportunities for them to lead through continuous training and delegation. The COVID-19 pandemic requires us to think and certainly act differently. We have to find new ways to serve and also new ways to execute impactful service projects. Each region in our district will implement at least one major project, which will focus on a global cause, whilst complementing varied projects at the club level. Our service will also involve the strengthening and growth of the LEO program, fellow Lions and Leos. I do believe that there is a large cadre of young persons with ideas, compassion, and a caring spirit who would like to get involved by being a member of an organization such as ours. This year, we intend to build new pathways to membership, growth, and retention in the LEO program. In order for us to have healthy clubs, we must ensure that there is a capable cadre of Lions who are ready to assume leadership roles. Therefore, we will build the leadership competence at all levels in the district through training and the provision of opportunities to lead as guiding or rebuilding Lions. Another area of focus would be to strengthen the administrative operations of all clubs and ensure that there is accountability. I believe that being accountable to ourselves, fellow members, and our LEOs is important. It is a form of kindness. Fellow Lions and Leos, the above is a summary of our district goals for the next fiscal year. And with your help and total commitment, we will achieve those goals. Council Chairperson Lion Rudolph, in closing, let me congratulate you on a very successful year. It was certainly service in a wonderful world through diversity. To our Council Chairperson-elect of Multiple District 60, Lion Denise Forrest, I pledge my continued and unwavering support in the furtherance of the goals of the multiple district. Lastly, my congratulations to the incoming officers of Districts 60A and 60B. Lions and Leos, let us go forth and unleash large impacts through our acts of kindness. Because, as Amelia Earhart said, a single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make trees. Kindness matters. Let us continue to be the rays of hope through kindness. Thank you all.
Thank you, District Governor-elect Lion Denise, and wish you all the best. I now invite District Governor-elect 60B, Lion Maureen Graham, to bring us a remark.
Lion Council Chair Rudy, past International President Lion Sid Scruggs III, past International Director Lion Nicolene Moore, other distinguished Lion leaders of multiple District 60, Leos, my fellow Lions, good evening. Land Council Chair Rudy MJF, let me congratulate you and thank you for your able leadership you have provided to our multiple district during 2019-2020 Lionistic year. I know that this must not have been an easy task, but you did it and we are so proud of you. We in Sub-District 60B, and in particular the Lions of Barbados, were certainly looking forward to hosting and welcoming you, but especially past International President Lion Sid Scruggs and our fellow Lions and Leos to our beautiful shores, and to have showered you with true Bajan hospitality for the 40th Multiple District Annual Convention. Regrettably, COVID-19 had other plans, resulting in numerous cancellations and postponements across the globe in its wake. Multiple District 60 was affected. Consequently, we are meeting this afternoon via a virtual platform. In this unprecedented era, we must continue to seek.
Lion Maureen, yeah, your flag is on your face, so maybe can move that. We know you're proud of your country flag. But we want to see you too.
A true Trini Beige. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Continue.
In this unprecedented era, we must continue to seek to fulfill the pledges we have made to make a difference, touching lives and transforming communities. Therefore, I want to assure you, Council Chair-elect Lion Denise Forrest, PMJF, District Governor-elect 60A, Lion Denise Bentic, MJF, of my unswerving loyalty and commitment to you and to the multiple district. We are the Lions and Leos. We are the Lions and Leo leaders, and so we will not be daunted by what lies ahead. My team and I are committed to empowering our Sub-District 60B with innovative programs and activities centered around my team, building a better tomorrow through kindness. The global pandemic is proving to be a challenge. However, we, the Lions and Leos of Sub-District 60B, will work harder and smarter. We have the backing and experience of our parent organization, the Lions Club International, with over 100 years of service as our hallmark. Congratulations, my fellow Lions, and let hope Congratulations, my fellow Lions, and let hope engender a renewed spirit in us and further enlighten our path as we seek to empower our communities. May God continue to bless, guide, and keep us safe. I thank you all, and I look forward with enthusiasm and excitement of serving Sub-District 60B for the Lionistic year 2020-2021. Thank you.
You see, the technology is there, but you have to know how to use it. So be careful. And now,
I am sorry, that was not me, Lion.
No, I don't mean you. We had another picture. We had another video. It was not you, it was Claudio.
Exactly.
So Claudio, be careful. Okay, we move on now to the next item on our agenda. And now we have the remark of my successor, Council Chairperson-elect Lion Denise Forrest. May I invite you?
Thank you, Lion Rudy. Lion Rudy, Council Chairman Lion Rudy, Lion Rudolph Augustine.
Rudolph, yes.
Past International Director Lion Sid Scruggs III, International President. Past International Director Lion Nicolin Harold Moore. Other distinguished lands in the audience, Leos, my fellow, good evening. Before I commence my remarks, I wish to thank Lion Rudy for the leadership that he has been offering and continues to offer. I thank him for the opportunity to have worked with Anwar.
Denise, we're losing connection with you. We're not hearing you.
Not at all, Lion Rudy.
Yeah, now it's better.
Okay. Are you suggesting then, Lion Council Chair, that I begin again, or can I continue? I think I will continue.
Yes.
Firstly, I wish to congratulate Lion Denise and Lion Marine on their election to the post of District Governor for District 60A and District 60B, respectfully. Both districts have been blessed with two accomplished land leaders, and I wish for them and their administration a very successful year. This multiple district convention is being staged at an historic time, a time when the COVID-19 pandemic has brought about change. Change that has forced us into new ways of thinking, not only about how we conduct meetings, but also about how we offer service and how we remain connected with our membership at every level, club, zone, region, district, and multiple districts. I am of the view that despite the pain of loss of loved ones, livelihoods, and really the disruption that has been caused by the COVID pandemic, the changes that have been forced upon us are not all bad. We have seen some benefits in record attendance at meetings and record involvement in elections, etc. As I pondered the responsibility, I would maybe at a stage within the multiple district where we are open to more change, courtesy of the COVID pandemic. And there is a very famous phrase that maybe we should not waste a crisis. Instead, we should seek to use opportunities thrown up to enhance the multiple districts' capacity and to place us in a better position to respond to crises in the future by broadening and strengthening the alliance in the multiple districts. Against this background, here to focus on issues that are the purview of the sub-district. Instead, I hope, building on the efforts of those who have gone before, to work to strengthen the multiple district by working collaboratively on issues that are of mutual interest to both sub-districts and that can build our collective capacity to the benefit of the districts and the multiple districts. I therefore propose in consultation and with the support of council to focus on matters which are common to both districts and which, working collectively, can boost our effectiveness. I hope to do so by creating an environment grounded on mutual respect, openness, and trust, that would provide room for effective dialogue and consultation within council to the benefit of the multiple districts. I would propose, against this background, district's IT and communication platforms through website development, subscriptions to softwares that will enhance our teleconferencing, voting, and other activities that we have to do across the multiple districts. The importance of enhancing our IT and online communication modalities cannot be overstated at this time. Additionally, I propose that we will work to establish an MD virtual secretariat to facilitate business continuity and to preserve and access the learning and practices of past administration, as well as to provide administrative support to current and future administrations with further training of district officers, vice district governors, and in areas such as strategic planning, membership development, and administrative efficiency. We also need to work collectively to improve and strengthen the LEO program within the multiple districts. I thank you for the honor of serving as your council chairperson. I pledge with your support and working in close consultation with the district governors from District 60A and 60B to do my best to offer service without boundaries, touching lives and transforming communities. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Lion Denise, for your words. And we are here to assist you wherever you want. We're here for council. And if you all notice, we had our first woman international president. And now we have, you see the new voices work. Our council, 3 dedicated women. I applaud you, council-elect, and I wish you all the best. We're here to assist you. We're here to help you to see that your achievement will, your plans will be achieved. So congratulations, and I wish you all the best. So now we move on to the next item on our agenda, and that is to welcome our international president. And for that introduction, I invite Lion Past International Director, Nicolene Moore, to introduce our special guest.
Thank you, Council Chair Rudy. I am extremely pleased to introduce our keynote speaker today, past International President Sid Scruggs III. Lion Scruggs from Vass, North Carolina, USA, was elected president of our association in 2010 at the International Convention in Sydney, Australia. He is a retired military and commercial airline pilot and is a graduate of the US Naval Academy. Like our other past presidents, he too has served our association at many levels, and numerous awards have been presented to him over the years for this service. Past President Scruggs is a Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow. In addition to his involvement in Lionistic activities, past President Scruggs served for many years as chair of the board of directors of the Governor Moorhead School for the Blind. He also continues to be very closely associated with the well-renowned VIP Fishing Tournament, an annual event that provides a weekend of fishing and fun for as many as 800 visually impaired persons. During his year as president, he gave us the theme, A Beacon of Hope, and he made service to others the core focus of his presidency. Past District Governor June McCarthy and I were privileged to serve as district governors in that year and to provide our clubs in Multiple District 60 with direction in the elaboration of that theme. Also in his year, he created a lasting impression by offering an alternative to our Lions acronym. Instead of Liberty, International, or Nation Safety, he gave us the option of loving individuals offering needed service, an option that some clubs use even up to today. Past President Scruggs and his charming spouse, Judy, also a Lion and a Progressive Melvin Jones Fellow, continue to be engaging ambassadors of our association at many district conventions in countries all over the world. Together, the two have 4 children and 16 grandchildren, and they remain a closely knit family. Leos and Lions, please help me to give a warm virtual welcome to past International President Sid Scruggs III, our keynote speaker. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that very kind introduction, Pastor Director Nicklin. We remember so much of our time together when we were at the VIP fishing tournament with you and Lion Rudy. And let's see, to start your video. Well, what I've done is I'm not going to do a video today. We're just going to have a little chat. But I would like to acknowledge the past leadership of past International Director Nicklin and past International Director Terry Ennis, you, Council Chair Rudolph, District Governors Anwar and Denise, Council Secretary Treasurer Shabeki, the entire Global Action Team, past Council Chairs, past District Governors, all the Vice District Governors, and I would be remiss because I saw momentarily come up on the screen. We're very honored to have in our virtual audience, first International Vice President, Doug Alexander. Thank you for being with us today, my friend, Vice President Doug. This COVID-19 has really been something else. I don't know how it has affected you all, but it has changed everything here drastically. And I have seen more cartoons, more comic relief and jokes on the internet than I probably deserve. My mother once said that idle hands are the devil's workshop, and I think that has proved to be truthful. Let me just share with you a couple of the ones that I've copied down from the internet. It says the longer that this isolation goes on, they call it social, well, it's more like house arrest. But as long as this goes on, it's going to be hard to return to a society where we have to wear pants and shoes. I've noticed that happy hour is starting earlier and earlier, and if this keeps up for another month, I'll be pouring wine in my cereal. Somebody asked me what today's weather is, and I said room temperature. I remember as a child, I used to have a little verse to remember what days there were in the months. And now it goes 30 days has September, April, June, and November. All the rest have 31s except March and May, which have 8,000. At least it seems that way. The other day I was trying to make my own hand sanitizer, and I swear it came out as rum and coke. I did get an admonition though. It says that if you get an email with a subject knock knock, don't open it. It's a salesman working from home, so don't open that email. The other thing that I've noticed was that after almost 80 days of social isolation, our home is beginning to look like Las Vegas in a lot of ways. We're losing money by the minute. Cocktails are acceptable at any hour, and nobody knows or cares what time it is. So I think this is a sign of our times. We were very fortunate, though, the other day, Lion Judy and myself, we were both able to get a haircut. So that's saved some of the arguments that we've had. Every morning we seem to argue on who gets to wear the hairnet or the hairpins. We both have been about 3.5 months without a haircut, but we're able to get a haircut, so I feel very pleased about it. But one thing that it really surprised me was on the way back from the barbershop, I stopped by one of the larger grocery stores, and I saw this armored vehicle being supported by military troops. And I was wondering what in the world were they delivering? And then it dawned on me they were delivering toilet paper. I don't know how it is in the Caribbean, but we haven't seen toilet paper. Yes.
Yes, we don't see you on the screen, and I think we all want to see you. I think you turn off your camera. And they're delighted to see you.
Let me see what I can do here. It was there before.
The ITC, maybe you turn off your camera.
Okay, there we go. Can you see me now?
Now, yeah. Now you see you. Okay.
All right, do you want me to start over?
No, just continue. We hear everything.
That would be too much. But I do want to acknowledge the great leadership. I was very impressed with the reports from the two district governors, and congratulate you, Council Chair Rudy, on the outstanding year you've had, even though there's been some real challenges to overcome, and there will be a continue in the days ahead. But we will seem to get through this as we fight through this, and one day we'll all be back to normal. But I do miss being there in person. Lion Judy and I love the Caribbean, and a virtual jerk chicken is just not the same as being there in person. And so we look forward to the day that we'll be back down there. Some days ago, I was talking with my son, who's the one that usually sings, that has sung many times at the International Convention as a pastor in the state of Washington. And he was giving little tidbits to his congregation every day last month, items to think about. And one of the items was that, what is your purpose in life? And I remember a conversation with some of our governors a couple of years ago. And one of the governors said, well, I have an outline for my life. It's to live, to love, to learn, and to leave a legacy. And during this time that we've been isolated, I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of meditation, thinking, and done some writing. And I wanted to elaborate just a little bit to share with you, not only for those of you that are the outgoing leadership, but for the incoming leadership. The first thing that I want to talk about is that word live. Carpe diem, seize the day. We talk about this so much of the time about what is that passion that makes us get out of bed in the morning to start our day, what we're looking forward to, the plans we have made. It's just exciting difference it will make in our lives when we have a passion. It's a person that doesn't have a passion, that doesn't really have a goal in life. It's like a ship without a rudder. They're just sailing through life day at a time. And it's almost like Alice in Wonderland when she stopped to ask directions from the Cheshire Cat. And she said, where's the direction? Which road should I take? And the Cheshire Cat says, well, where are you going? And she said, I don't know. And he said, well, in that case, it doesn't matter which road you take. And I think that's sort of the way we live our lives, that we need to have passion. We need to really, if we're going to make a difference in our lives, we need to have a purpose, we need to have a commitment, and we need to have a passion and be motivated by the priorities. And as Lions, we do that. And I think we set ourselves apart because we are making a difference in the lives of those we serve. But then we talk about love. And I think love is probably one of the most overused words in the English language. We say, I love your boat. I love your house. I love your shoes. I love your hat. I love this. I love that. There are poems about love. There are songs about love. How do I love you? Let me count the ways. And you have to stop and think, well, really, what is love? Basically, it's thinking about others first. It's about sacrifice. And we've just come through a period of Memorial Days where we were remembering those that have lost their lives. And I do want to pass my own personal respects to those Lions that you have lost this last year who were named in the necrology, and express my heartfelt sympathy to the family and friends of those that were left behind. And we all look forward to that day when we can join hands together on the other side and renew those acquaintances. But love is kind. It's humble, it's forgiving, it's helping, serving, encouraging. It's acts of kindness. And I think as long as we think about love in those aspects, then we truly are as Lions, as was indicated by the incoming council chair. We're loving, or by Pastor Director Nicklin, we are loving individuals offering needed service. And I think that's what should drive us every day. What really makes us get out of bed in the morning, the passion we have, is in serving others, because that is a true act and the meaning of love. I had occasion several years ago to witness a graduation when the Southeastern Guide Dog were actually putting puppies in one of the prisons and letting some of the inmates raise the dogs as puppies. And each inmate that raised a puppy was asked to write a letter to the person that would be receiving that dog. And this one inmate read the letter, and in closing of the letter, he said, "This dog has taught me and shown me the true meaning of unconditional love." And I thought, how sad is that? That here's a young man that probably lived up to his expectations that were told him all of his life, that here he was incarcerated because he had never experienced unconditional love. The poet Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "You cannot do a kindness too soon because you never know when it's going to be too late." There's an Eastern saying that says, "Never give less than you're able because you never know the need of the person you're with." An occasion this happened to me just a couple of years ago. I was coming back from a meeting with my accountant, and I stopped at a filling station. And this young lady approached me. She says, "Sir, I'm not selling anything. I'm not begging, but I do have a request. I need money for gas. I am a landscaper, and the job that I was doing, the person did not pay me, and I really need to buy some gas. Would you be willing to buy some plants for me so I'd have money for gas?" And I said, "No, but I would be more than happy to share with you." I said, "If you just back your truck over here, I'll be more than willing to get some gas for you." And so I put in, I don't know, it was a little over $10, probably 5 or 6 gallons. And she was most kind and most graceful and thanked me profusely, said, "God bless you." She saw the Lions sticker on my car and thanked me and left. And I was thinking, you did a good job today. And then it hit me. I thought, did I really? You know, I tell everybody, don't do less than you can because you never know how much the other person needs. And I had asked myself, why did I not fill the entire tank? Why did I stop with $10? And I think that's sometimes the true meaning of love. Do we stop when we could have done more? Have we lived in our life without that passion that drives us forward to truly make a difference in someone's life? And then we come to the phrase, learn. Well, I think that by learning, we're expanding our horizons, we're learning new things. By learning, we're growing. But growth requires challenges, it requires changes. We can learn by watching others. We can learn by trial and error. In the Army and in the Navy, they used to have a saying, see one, do one, teach one. And that was a truly a meaning of learning, is that you are learning by doing. We also learn by trial and error. We learn to the meaning of teamwork. We also learn by having a close mentor or a close friend. And I sometimes think that in leadership, we never really get to that final, ultimate position of leadership after we've completed our term. And that's mentoring the next person that comes along. For many years, I've said we never have to worry about our membership problems and challenges in our association if each of us would be challenged to sponsor at least 2 members, one to grow the association and one to replace ourselves. And if we did that, then the last item is legacy. It takes care of itself. Too many times we think of legacy as inheritance, but that's inheritance is what you leave for someone else. But a legacy is what you leave in someone else. And I have to ask myself, and I challenge you, the incoming leadership and the outgoing leadership, how will you be remembered? Will they remember that you were kind? Will they remember that you were loving, sacrificing, giving of yourself for others? That you were that loving individuals offering service when it was needed, not when it was convenient, but when it was needed? The people that keep statistics and study humanity say that each one of us will influence 4,000 or 5,000 people in our lives. People are watching that we don't even know. And our lives are an example for good or for bad. And that decision is up to us. How are we living our lives? Are we living it to the fullest? Are we making a difference? Are we showing love to those who are unlovely? Are we teaching others? Are we learning more about ourselves? Are we expanding our horizons? Are we reaching just beyond? And I think this is the true meaning of Lionism and why we're here. In the year 1997, there was a book written, Pay It Forward, and then they made a movie in 2000. And it was simple acts of kindness done to people that you did not even know. I remember there was an article that a person had driven through on a McDonald's, and they looked in the rearview mirror and saw the person behind them had 4 or 5 kids in it, and they were bouncing all over the place. And the person looked like they weren't having a really good day. And so the driver in the first car said, I'd like to pay for that family's meals. Take it out of mine. And they said that it just kept snowballing, paying it forward. And that by the end of the day, 97 people had paid meals for people they did not even know. And I think that's what we need to do is when we are living our lives, not think about our legacy, but thinking about how we are imparting something in someone else's life. Don't write your appetite in stone and granite, but write it in the hearts and lives of someone else. Let love be the roots that give moisture and strength to your heart. How we live, how we grow, and how we love will determine our legacy. And the glory of life is to love, not to be loved, to give, not to get, and to serve and not to be served. I know that's why you're a lion, and I know that's why I'm a lion. So I leave you with these thoughts, congratulating the incoming leadership, thanking those that have you led the multiple district up to this point, and I congratulate each one of you. Welcome the new leadership. Let us build a better tomorrow by starting today. May God richly bless each one of you and multiply your efforts. And I do want to express my deep gratitude for allowing me to spend just a portion of your day with me. In closing, let me recite a song that was made famous by Whitney Houston. Each day that I live, I want it to be a day to give the very best of me. I want one moment in time when I'm more than I thought I could be, when all of my dreams are a heartbeat away and all the answers are up to me. For then in that moment of time, I will feel my life has touched another and made a difference. And you're a winner for a lifetime if you seize that one moment in time. Let us seize the day, give of ourselves, and make this place a better life, because a lion passed this way. Thank you so much for allowing me to spend time with you today. It's been a real honor and a privilege.
Thank you, FAST International President Lion Sid. Thank you for your warm words, your words of love and encouragement. Let love be our life. Let love be the glory of love. Let we give and let we serve. Thank you for your encouragement. Okay, let me also give an applause to our special guest, Lion Sid.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. So we move on to the next item. We will have an update. No, we have our any other business. At this moment, I will give Lion Denise to have a brief presentation. Lion Denise, for us.
Thank you, Lion Council Chairman. Really, thank you very much for facilitating this presentation. And this evening, I would like to make a presentation of two Melvin Jones Fellows and Club International Foundation, and then present the fellows. Dear Melvin Jones Fellow, on behalf of Lions Clubs International Foundation, congratulations on becoming a Melvin Jones Fellow. The Melvin Jones Fellowship is named for Melvin Jones, the founder of Lions Clubs International. It is largely due to the growth of the fellowship program that LCIF have been able to meet humanitarian needs in communities around the world. Fellowship contributions help to bring medication, to prevent river blindness to people like 67-year-old Hilaria and her family, or to teach children like 12-year-old Stefan to avoid drugs through Lions Quest. Each Melvin Jones Fellowship contribution can restore the sight of 167 individuals or provide the 67. LCIF is able to continue and expand programs through the generous support of fellows such as yourselves. You should take great pride in knowing that you will impact so many lives, both in your immediate community as well as across the globe. As a Melvin Jones Fellow, your names have been added to our listing of all individuals in the program. And during your next visit to the international headquarters, I invite you to visit the LCIF room to see your name on this extensive list. Wear your Melvin Jones Fellowship lapel pin with pride. It represents your dedication to humanitarian service to the highest degree. Thank you for your continued dedication and support to LCIF. And this is signed by the chairperson of the Board of Trustees of LCIF. And it's my pleasure now. It's a privilege to present these Melvin Jones Fellows to two members of Lion Dion John and Lion Michael John from the St. Vincent South Club. Congratulations on being named Melvin Jones Fellows. I'm not sure if we can see them, but if not,
yes.
Can
They're already
we
on the
accordingly?
screen. Yes, we already put it on the screen.
They're on the screen. Wonderful. I'm not seeing them, but Lion Dion and Lion Michael, congratulations.
Thank you, Lion Denise, for the presentation.
And can we now celebrate in an appropriate manner? Yes?
Yes.
IT, can we do that?
They already showed the Melvin Jones plaque, Lion Denise.
Congratulations, like once again, Lion Dion and Lion Michael. We thank you for your service and your dedication. Thank you, Lion Council Chairman, for the opportunity to have made this presentation of Melvin Jones Fellows to two members of my wonderful team. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. And congratulations too. I have 4 certificates. I have received 4 certificates for the new voices, and I would like to present them to you at this moment. And hopefully I will hand over the certificate at the mid-year conference in Barbados. We had 8 entries, and from the entries, we had 4 nominees, and they were also accepted by International. We have for leadership, Chanel Lane. I hope you can see it. For surface, Michelle Sadler. For membership, Roche Hopkins. And for marketing, Christian Freighter. I will now show the pictures on the screen so you can see who these fellows are. I hope you can see them. The last presentation I want to make is a letter I have received from International, also from the Leadership Development Division. And the letter says, Dear Council Chairperson Augustine, thank you so much for taking care of the presentation of the enclosed pin. I'm glad that it will be done in front of the Lions Multiple District 60. Completion of the Faculty Development Institute training is an accomplishment that reflects time, efforts, and commitment to Lions. As you know, the Faculty Development Institute, FDI, program includes a requirement for post-institute action in order for each participant to earn their FDI gratitude pin. We are pleased to inform you that the following Lion who participated in the Faculty Development Institute in Reno, Nevada on January 19 to 21, 2019, have successfully completed the post-institute training facilitation requirement. In recognition of this accomplishment, we will be sending their FDI pins to you along with a copy of this letter for your reference. We ask you kindly to present this pin to and I know you all know who it is, my friend Jean Blaise from 60A. Thank you for providing encouragement and motivation to these new graduates. And thank you for your continued support of quality leadership development. Sincerely, Catherine H. Ryan, Manager, Institute and Seminars, Leadership Development Division. So this is the pin I will present in Barbados. So make sure, John, that you're there, otherwise you will not get the pin. Congratulations, Sean, and also congratulations to all the new voices. I will take this opportunity to invite our friend, our Caribbean friend, but we have to be formal, stay formal. The first Vice International President, Lion Douglas, to say hello and maybe a few words. We cannot have you in our meeting and not saying anything or not seeing you even. So I invite you to say something to us.
Well, thank you, Council Chairman Rudy Augustine, past International President Sid Scruggs, past International Director Nicklin Moore, past International Director Terry Ennis, to the current governors, the governors-elect, the vice governors, and especially to the second vice governor of 68, Shabiki Kezaba. I am proud of all of you. I am glad to be here. I could not miss being at this convention because you know, if it was happening in real time, I would be there. This is my second home. Sid Scruggs was one of my presidents when I was on the board. He was my first president. I always enjoyed listening to him. Thank you for those very encouraging and kind words. A lot of it, I live myself. It's about service to others, not to ourselves. I say that all the time. You can only imagine how honored and proud I am to be serving as your first vice president of this great association. As you know, we were all looking forward to going to Singapore to celebrate, but this COVID-19 has really changed our lives in many ways. It has changed our world. It has caused us to find new ways to communicate with each other. And I'm proud to say if anything good has come out of this, this is one of those good things. I know in my own club, we've been holding our meetings virtually, and we have members who haven't been able to join our meetings for years because they live out of state. But now with this new way of communicating, they've been able to join our meetings. I understand there's been a virtual club chartered already, and another club has held a membership drive virtually and inducted 11 new members. So Lions still find ways to serve and to grow our membership. Here in New York, as you know, we were really badly hit with this pandemic. We had lost a lot of people. At one point, we were losing almost 800 people a day. Today, when our governor spoke, that number was down to 67. That's still a lot of people, but it's a lot better than 800 a day. So we have bent the curve and things are getting better. But the Lions of New York State and Bermuda have served more than 45,000 meals to our first responders. And we have donated more than 10,000 masks to help them. That's what Lions do. We still have to find a way to serve and to protect ourselves and those that we serve. So I know that you guys are doing a lot of work in multiple District 60. I see it on Facebook. It makes me proud to be a Lion because that's what we do, we serve. So I look forward to the time when we can get together again. Hopefully it'll be long before Montreal. But if not, I hope to see you all in Montreal so we can serve history being made for our great association. Took 104 years for us to get here, but we'll be there. I am proud to be a part of this great multiple. You are my second home. I love you, I miss you, and I look forward to seeing you all soon as possible. Let's continue to serve. Let's continue to be safe. And let's always remember that kindness matters. Thank you.
Thank you, Alexander. We all love you too, and we miss you too. You know that. Thank you for your nice and kind words. Okay, we move on now to the next item. I now invite somebody from no, we have a video presentation of the convention 2022, Grand Cayman Island. I now invite Lion Past Council Chair Ebanks for his presentation.
Person Rudolph Augustine, Progressive Medlin Jones Fellow, past International President Lion Sid, past International Director Lion Nicklin, and past President and first International President Lion.
Just say our friend Alexander.
other distinguished members on the line, and Leos, Lions, and guests. It is indeed a pleasure of mine to bring you greetings from the organizing committee of the MD60 Convention 2022 to be held here in the Cayman Islands by Zone 4C clubs on May 18th to 22nd, 2022. Plans are ongoing to host the 62nd convention. However, seeing the circumstances surrounding us with the COVID-19, we would be in a better position, hopefully, to give a more detailed report at the convention in St. Martin in May 2021, depending on their situation there as well. It will be almost, or it will be our 50th anniversary for the Lions Club of Grand Cayman. So I am thanking everyone and all in advance for making the convention a memorable one. 2022, as we extend a warm welcome to all MD60 Leos, Lions, and guests to our shores that time has forgot. Please allow me to share a short video on the Cayman Islands regarding other activities that you will enjoy during your short stay here in these beautiful islands we call home on May 18th to 22nd, 2022. Looking forward to greeting you all during this time as your host. And please stay safe, stay home. Best regards, Lion John E. Banks, Progressive Melvin Jones, past council chair, organizing committee chair. I will present the short video now, Lion Council, if you don't mind. Thank you very much, Lion Council Chair, for the opportunity to serve as the organizing committee chairperson for 2022 convention.
You're welcome. So Lions, you're heard. We have a lot of places to go, to Montreal, and then to Cayman Island. Before I hand over the appreciation to Lion Denise, I want to take this opportunity also, I missed that, and my thanks, Lion Steve Prince. He's also from the IT team. Lion Steve, thank you also for your efforts and your commitment. Sorry I've missed you. I now invite, is it possible to show Jerry's picture? The First Vice State Governor 60A, Gary Hoffman, IT. Is it
No,
possible?
we can't at this point.
Oh, okay. So let me invite Lion Denise Bentic to bring our expression and appreciation. Lion Denise.
Thank you, Council Chairperson. Council Chairperson Lion Rudolph, past International President Lion Sid Scruggs III, other distinguished Lions and guests, and Leos. As Helen Keller said, words are never warm and tender enough to express one's appreciation of great kindness. However, we must say them nevertheless. My task now is to say those words to express appreciation on behalf of the chairman of the Council of Governors of the multiple District 60. Today, we have created magic in terms of the number of Lions and Leos and guests who logged on and have listened to our stories being told in diverse ways. We know that this would not have been possible without the hard work and persistence of our media, public relations, marketing, and information technology team, and with the help of professionals. Thank you to those persons. Thanks are also expressed to our district governors of 60A and 60B, and of course the council chairperson himself for their reports of this stewardship during this fiscal year. Lions and Leos, let me extend our most sincere appreciation to the past International President Lion Sid Scruggs, our chief online guest who spared his time to participate in our convention, and most importantly, to bring us an insightful message. Live, love, learn, leave a legacy. Also, I would like to express thanks to Lion Douglas Alexander, first Vice President, for his brief remarks. Lions, an event like this cannot occur without teamwork, and certainly it cannot occur overnight. The wheels started rolling many weeks ago since the cancellation of our physical convention, which should have been held in Barbados. To all those Lions and Leos who performed functions today, and those who worked behind the scenes, our deepest appreciation. To us Lions and Leos of multiple District 60, the members of this noble organization, Lions Clubs International, your presence online shows that we are a family, and as Lions and Leos, we will never walk alone. Thank you for your participation. Lastly, Council Chairperson, thank you for giving me the opportunity to say these words of appreciation on your behalf. Thank you all.
Thank you, Lion Denise. So now let me pretend that we are now in Barbados. So I invite you to sing and dance for the last time while we play our council chairperson song. What a wonderful word.
I see
Thank you, Lions. I see a lot of people dancing on the chair. And thank you for making this world a wonderful world. Before we come to the end of this meeting, I want to thank past international president, SITS, and also our Caribbean friend, first vice international president, Douglas, to join us in this during this convention meeting. Thanks to everybody who have played a role in this meeting. I'll take this time, even if we're not physical together, but I do think that you have tasted the Caribbean flavor in Barbados. Thanks to everybody, once again, for the successful meeting, and special thanks to the IT team. I wish you all the best, stay safe, keep the distance, the social distance, and I wish you all the best. This meeting is now adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank you and good night. Once again, Council Chair. It was an honor to be with you.
Thank you so much, Lion City.
And it was an honor for me to be with you as well. And Council Chair, I think you've done an excellent job. You ought to be commended.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody. Stay safe.
Goodbye.
Right. Congratulations on the excellent meeting.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night. Nicolene, I haven't heard you.